I'm from the US.
Assalamu alaikum, Shaykh.
Alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah.
So, I know of a hadith in which the Prophet ﷺ said, "My ummah will never be in misguidance." Does that mean that there will always be at least a group of scholars throughout history which hold the correct view?
Number one, Suham, whenever you would like to understand a verse of the Quran or a hadith, then you have to look to the exact and accurate translation. Unfortunately, because you're a non-Arab, you're dependent on the people that translate to you, that explain to you, which makes you in a vulnerable place. People could play with you left, right, and center, unless you find a scholar that you trust, that is knowledgeable, and that would guide you bi'idhnillah. Secondly, the hadith you're referring to, the wordings, to my knowledge, is لا تجتمع أمتي على ضلالة. My ummah would not have the consensus over something that is wrong. Consensus. So if 90% would collaborate and agree on something that is wrong, alhamdulillah, there are those who do not agree, and this is the 10%. But if all of them unanimously agree, then they are right. It could not be wrong. And this issue of consensus is debatable, to the extent that Imam Ahmad, may Allah have mercy on his soul, said, whoever reports consensus at later times, he is a liar. How does he know someone did not go against this? So some scholars say, or limit the consensus to the times of the companions. Some open it. And this is the valid opinion, that it is open till the day of judgment. As long the whole of the ummah agree upon something, then this is true. As for your comment, yes, alhamdulillah, there will always be a group of scholars who abide by the Qur'an and the Sunnah and clarify the religion to the people. Yet, this is not according to our whims and desires. Not because the mainstream of the ummah, alongside with a huge number of scholars and students of knowledge, agree upon something, and there comes one or two fame seekers who'd like to be pointed to with the fingers that, oh, he said something different. This does not mean that we have to go with this minority, because the majority or the minority, they are not a decisive weight to choose what is right and what is wrong. The process of choosing what is right and what is wrong in Islam is not how many followers do you have, how many people back this opinion. No. The decisive factor is فَإِن تَنَازَعْتُمْ فِي شَيْءٍ فَرُدُّوهُ إِلَى اللَّهِ وَالرَّسُولِ. Whenever you dispute over a topic, refer it back to Allah and His Messenger alayhi salatu wasalam. Meaning, refer it back to the Quran and to the Sunnah. Whatever coincides with the Quran and the Sunnah, that is the ultimate truth. And I hope this answers your question.